Holiday celebrations and traditions are often the most exciting part of the school year for kids and teachers. My heart is full of joyful memories when thinking about our annual holiday shows. Watching my children perform excited, full of anticipation, smiling and gaining self-confidence, watching families tear up in the audience while having an emotional moment. The teachers collaborating and having fun performing their video that kids will watch and reference year after year, and students smiling and singing. Avon Grove Charter School is a family. We are here for each other through life's ups and downs. COVID has changed a lot of ways we have traditionally come together as a community. As the holiday season was approaching the school year, all I could think about was how we could keep the spirit of our annual holiday show alive during a pandemic.
So it's always a show within a show.
Do you remember that?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
That was one of the best ones ever.
It was so sweet.
Thanks for saying all that,
So
Meg.
cute.
The Avon Grove Charter School Holiday Show has been a tradition, a staple for over 13 years. It has kicked off the holiday season for so many through the years and means so much to our families. All year long, we acknowledge and appreciate the many different beliefs and traditions that represent our entire school family. During the holiday season, we celebrate the beautiful diversity of AGCS in our holiday show. Over the past 12 years, our teachers and staff have created many dances. They have sung songs celebrating this diversity, including the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah, Diwali, the Hindu Festival of Lights, the 9-day Hispanic celebration of Las Posadas, and the Chinese New Year. There was never a more critical time to bring our community together and appreciate our families. I always thought of the holiday show as a gift of love to our school community. It was an excellent way for our community to come together and celebrate with our students. Most of us watched our kids and their classmates shine and grow up on the holiday show stage. Some of my favorite shows, Let There Be Peace on Earth, was a beautiful finale, surprising our students in the lunchroom with the Beyonce flash mob and the fun New Year's Eve countdown.
So it's that time of year again, it's holiday show time. What's the first thing that pops in your mind when I say, oh gosh, it's holiday show time?
The excitement that it brings. It's a really fun tradition that the school has.
I love the singing when they're practicing.
I think I remember in the beginning how exciting it was too. The kids used to go on a bus, remember, to go over to Lincoln or wherever we were having the show at the time, to go over and practice, so they thought they were really special because they get to go on the bus to go practice.
Oh my gosh, yes, we used to have a rehearsal.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
A lot of preparation. It's awfully fun. And the kids have a good time actually making the props and stuff for the background. My best memory of it is when Mrs. Bannon and I were cleaning up after a show, and she had made a hippopotamus out of paper mache on wheels. And she wanted to keep it, so we strapped it to the back of her truck. And she's going, I'm following behind her, and she's taking it home. And there are streamers flying off the truck and landing in the road behind, like on my car, because I'm following her, and it was hilarious. And this big hippopotamus, and everybody's going by looking at her like, what in the world is that, as they pass us?
People were like beeping.
I think of a few things. I think of all of the work that the kids put into it and how worth it is at the end. As far as a show or like an image or memory, is actually you, Mrs. McGlone. The year, it was the Grinch year that we sang. It was 2 songs put together. It was You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and then the really sweet song that the Who's sing at the end of the movie. And Mrs. McGlone was full head to toe, dressed as the Grinch, fur on the face. Mrs. Bannon did your makeup.
She did.
And the whole thing was adorable. They came in, like, remember their costumes were so cute, and like the girls with like their hair, with the Whoville hair. And there was like a big mess up in the middle of the first night show and the Thursday night show. And where the songs blended, the audience thought it was over, so they started clapping. And it totally threw the kids off. And whoever was playing the music stopped the music, and the kids were just like deers in headlights. Everybody just like felt bad. I remember I was like in the back because I was helping that night. And Mrs. McGlone, the Grinch, full dressed on, went up to stage and like grabbed one of the friends' hands on the end, because that's what they were all doing, holding hands. And they all started swaying. And she, a cappella, started the Whoville part of the song. And it was like the sweetest thing because it reminded me of like the real movie.
Aww.
Like one of my top memories. It was so sweet.
Thanks for saying all that,
So
Meg.
cute.
As a parent, when Dylan was in 2nd grade and the I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas, oh, just the cutest song ever, especially with them being in 2nd grade. They hardly have any teeth and everything's just whistling. And it was just the cutest thing. As a teacher, it's been really neat hearing the Christmas songs on the radio and just recounting every dance that we did and the routines and thinking, how is this going to come together? and even the last day of rehearsals thinking, oh my goodness. And it always comes together on that night. It just falls in place. It's
Whether or not
amazing.
the lights go out and the power
Or the
cuts
fire
out.
drill or whatever we've had. It just always works out.
I think my favorite dance that we ever did as a 4th grade was All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. I think we had to choreograph the dance, parts of it. And every time to this day when it comes on, the end part, they go, all I want for Christmas is you. And this was what they did. And every time it comes on, I still do it to my kids, to my car, whoever is there, if that's what's happening.
When I think of the AGCS holiday shows, I just think of being so excited to go backstage with all my friends in the little rooms, going to actually perform. That was really cool. But even before that, like during school, we would be practicing with our class, and we'd have like certain times to practice, and it'd be instead of like class, so obviously we'd be excited, and then the music teachers, we would do that during class as well.
I remember we sang I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. That was my favorite song to sing.
I remember one year our teachers did, they would always do their songs at the end, and I remember they did this 12 Days of Christmas, and I thought it was the best thing. It was so funny. We all sat and watched them. And seeing our teachers be goofy, it's just something kind of cool. We get to see that.
I think the top one for me, definitely being Buddy the Elf. Dressing up as Buddy the Elf, really working with Mrs. Bishop, and a little bit of freestyling out into the crowd, getting to know the families out there, getting some laughs out of the crowd, and then meeting Santa at the end as well. I forgot about that one too. So there was the video of when we were looking at PBIS points, and I was the elf on the shelf, and maybe another one was me getting up on the roof of the school and being afraid of heights. That doesn't help, but I did it, so yeah.
It was awesome. That was a fun show.
I forgot about that one.
When I was asked what the holiday show meant to me, I immediately began to think about the feelings of community, love, and pride for Avon Grove Charter School. I have been a part of all of the holiday shows, and from the very beginning, I would think after we had a show, how are we ever going to top this one? And sure enough, without fail, we do it every year. And several years ago, we had a holiday show that centered around a giant toy shop. And so we asked our school family to gather together to support our community by donating toys and filling stockings for children in need. And we gathered over 1,600 filled stockings and hundreds of toys to donate to the Salvation Army. And if that is not magical, I don't know what is.
How do you think it ties us all together with what we do with the holiday show? Because it is a Broadway production. I mean, between the tickets and the kids and their costumes and the different things. How does it tie us all together though? What do you guys think what it does for us?
Again, going back to, I think it brings everybody together as a whole. I know that when we come in that Friday after the first holiday show, which it's always on a Thursday and Friday,
right?
Just so happy. Oh, the show was amazing, and the kids are happy, and just the spirit is just there. You can just feel it within the building itself, the families that are calling, the emails that are coming in, just saying how wonderful that they thought that it was.
Right.
All of that, it just brings everybody together, I feel.
Yeah. You agree, Deb?
I think that it's one more thing that stands out about our school as a family.
I think that's a good point. That's kind of what I was thinking. It brings, even though we come from so many different areas, it brings us together as one whole unit, no matter where the kids are from. And it brings their parents and everybody together. I think that's a good point.
And this is where I get a little emotional, but I know after every show, parents come up to all of us And they say, you have just put the spirit of Christmas in my heart. Either I've been so busy buying presents or I've been busy doing this. This really set the stage for me for Christmas. And we do it at the beginning of December, so it just jump starts the season. And I just love the magic and the joy that I see, especially in the kids' faces. They love it. And just all of our hard work come together. And as a community, the parents feel it. They can sense how much work we put into this.
I really think that the holiday show is special because it brings us together as a community, and especially once you get older, you've known these people since kindergarten.
Talk to me a little bit about your role in the show, things that people might not realize or might not think of.
Learned a lot.
You had giant props, so you had to get them.
Things, yeah, how things were going to stand up. How
the hippo.
The hippo, yeah. how the where kids are going to walk through and that kind of thing, and where we're going to put them, and
or even just how the backdrop's going to hang. That was one.
How the backdrop's going to hang. Yeah.
Where are we putting it, and how is it going to hang?
I usually say ticket box open, ticket box closed.
Attire. Choreographer. Attire.
Yeah,
we pick out the attire.
Came up with what they were going to wear. Came up with times to teach the dances to them.
Practice lots of gym rehearsals, getting together during specials.
Yeah.
At pack-up time, they were always practicing. We had to make time in our day to make sure they had the routine down.
Took a lot of time and effort, but like we said, that outcome, just that pride when they got the dance down, and seeing the joy within themselves and the pride with their parents seeing them on stage was just a great feline. Great feeling, wasn't it?
It is. It's a great feeling.
We did the video with the Grinch, and Mr. Bruto dressed up as Santa. That's something that, really cool. Loved it.
I actually performed an instrument. I play guitar, so I would get to perform twice, which was really cool.
I would say for my choir, we did Silent Night last year, and that was really cool. We had every kid. It took forever, so shout out to Sharon Ray to help me make the gloves that would actually light up. But they learned the sign language for Silent Night, and then they did the sign language with it, and then we took away everything but the sign language with the glow-in-the-dark gloves. So honestly, the kids learning sign language was really cool.
One of my favorite parts of the holiday show is Andy, just because there's stoic Andy. And whether it's somebody throwing snowballs at him or he's trying to play the drums, I look forward to that part because it just is, he's such a character and it just makes me smile.
So true. It's like a Where's Waldo. You just can't wait for him to appear in the video. Right. What's he doing this year? That's so true.
If you had to describe the holiday show in just only one word, what would it be?
I got it.
Go, Murray.
I would say inspirational.
Amazing. I'll say unity.
Probably just cheerful, kind of magical.
Magical.
The holiday show to me is a gift.
I think it brings Christmas cheer.
Blissful. That is my word.
I think for me, the word is inspiring.
It's definitely unique.
I'd say magical.
I was thinking joy.
It's something magical that I don't think you're going to get at another school, and that's what makes us us. We do it right. It's magical.
Home for the holidays. This theme is the most appropriate, as we will all be home for the holidays enjoying our families. As we transition into 2021, I wish you and your families good tidings and best wishes for health and happiness. From all of us at Avon Grove Charter School, happy holidays and have a joyous new year. Oh, one more thing, boys and girls. I heard that if you believe on December 24th at 6:00 p.m., wherever you live, everyone should come outside onto their doorsteps and ring a bell for 2 minutes to spread holiday cheer and to help Santa find his deer. It has been a challenging year, and it will be a fantastic memory for everyone. Let's end 2020 with a bit of magic, hope, and togetherness. Forward together.